بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين بالقاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيت الأطهار الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. قال الله الحكيم في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا بني اذهبوا فتحسسوا من يوسف وأخيه ولا تيأسوا من روح الله إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. Go, my sons, and look for Joseph and his brother, and do not despair of Allah's mercy. Indeed, no one despairs of Allah's mercy except the faithless lot. Sadaqallahu al-Ali al-Azim. Asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the reappearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala faraj sharif with the blessing of another loud salawat. Inshallah, all of us gathering tonight will be amongst his companions and his sincere soldiers with the blessing of another loud salawat. Awaiting the relief, intidar al-faraj. It's been recommended within many narrations of Ahlul Bayt alayhum as-salam that we as the followers of Ahlul Bayt, we as the Shia, we should await for the relief. This can be interpreted within two fields. One, we wait and await the relief when the Imam comes and reappears. That's number one. That all of us, we should be awaiting for the Imam of our time. As the hadith says, إن أفضل أعمال أمتي انتظار الفرج. The best deed of my nation is the act of awaiting for relief. For many people, when we talk about waiting for the Imam Mahdi, they see it as a waiting to be passive. The hadith of Ahlul Bayt alayhum salam are very delicate. They are very on point. And the word choice, we have to pay attention to it. Imam says, أفضل أعمال. Amal means action. Being awaited one, awaiting the relief, intidar al-faraj is nothing but action. When you wait for someone, it should be actively waiting for someone, not passively. But as if you remember, we mentioned it within previous nights, early nights, we live based on our definition of this life and the definition of the words. Each one of us, we have different understanding from the words, and based on those words we live our life, and our lifestyle is based on the definition that we have for our life and the words that we hear. Intidar, we hear and we read this hadith, the best action of my nation is to be waiting for the relief. We say, okay, the meaning of a wait, when we wait someone, when we wait in a line, we just wait in a line. When we sit here, wait for adhan to be said, we just sit and wait. But not paying attention to the words أفضل أعمال, not also أفضل عمل, أفضل أعمال أمتي انتظار الفرج. The best action, of the nation of the Prophet is to be active, awaited one. Intidar al-faraj. That's one. So whatever we do amal, it has to come alongside waiting for the Imam. If it's not within the teachings and alongside waiting for the Imam, then I'm not waiting. The famous example, many of you have heard it from me, we've said it, we will repeat it. It's good to remind ourselves. When we invite someone to our house, and we wait for them to arrive, and for example they're there for lunch, typically I've seen, starting with my own family and other people, they start a couple of days earlier preparing for that day. Shopping. If there are a lot of people, start cleaning the house, bathrooms, halls, walls. If something major needs to be repaired, let's repair it. We have somebody coming to our house. That's called active awaiting. Even some people, they start cooking a day or two before, and they cook and they put in the freezer because on that day they want to have at least 10-15 dishes to show off how many food that we can cook, and that's, some of them will be israf. So they start preparing for that one lunch a week in advance, planning, invitation, and so on and so forth. And some people even go 1 month before that, 2 months before that. Within the woman invitation that my wife gets, 2 months in advance. Okay, this day we are going to have an invitation, and so on and so forth. That's for one lunch. Add to it if you want to do some, for example, wedding or marriage or nikah. 6 months before, 1 year before, we start planning for it. We go to the most expensive person to come and do the decoration, and so on and so forth. Restaurants, printing the invitation card, and so on. We are actively waiting for that one day, half an hour, 1 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours of celebration, and we go. For those, we are active. But when it comes for the Imam of our time, active means we just wait for him. Have nothing to do, just wait. When he comes, our action starts. No. أفضل أعمال أمتي انتظار الفرج. The best deed, best action we can do is to await actively for the relief. Another hadith to see how important it is for us to await again actively. المنتظر لأمرنا كالمتشحط بدمه في سبيل الله. The one who is actively awaits for the relief, for the reappearance of the Imam, is as the person who has shed his blood for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see the status that we can get? We should never think, oh, those people who went with Rasulullah, with Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam, wow, they had a good time, they sing the Imam. We can achieve those levels also, even though we cannot see the Imam. It's about our belief and our action. Amanu wa amilu salihat. We believe that if I'm an active, awaited one, as I am same as the person who shed his own blood for the sake of Ahl al-Bayt alayhi salam. For example, defending Amir al-Mu'mineen in the battle of Saffin, or battle of Jamal, or the battle of Nahrawan, and with Rasulullah being in the battle of Badr or Uhud, or the rest of the battles. We can get the same thawab as them if we are awaiting individual, active awaiting. Another hadith. Then we'll talk about what does active mean. قال أبو عبد الله عليه السلام من مات منكم, any of you who dies, على هذا الأمر, waiting for the Imam, منتظرا, he's waiting actively, له منتظرا له كان كمن كان في فسطاط القائم المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. The one who dies and he is waiting, منتظرا, he is waiting for the Imam, is as he has been within the army of the Imam, even though he doesn't see the Imam. Very, very important, the concept al-intidar, awaiting. What does awaiting mean? Let me say one more hadith before I go to the meaning. We've read this hadith, but right now we look at it, relating it to the intidar. Ya Aba Khalid, where Imam Zayn Abidin alayhi salam tells Aba Khalid al-Kabuli, Ya Aba Khalid, إن أهل زمان غيبته, us, القائلين بإمامته, those who accept his imamah, والمنتظرين لظهوره, those who are waiting for his reappearance, أفضل من أهل كل زمان, they are the best of the people amongst all the other people. And then the rest of the hadith, and then end, انتظار الفرج من أعظم الفرج, waiting for the relief, it's from amongst the best relief. Beautiful hadith. What does it mean? Waiting for the relief is from the best relief. Islam is the religion of hope, always having hope in the future, that something good will happen. The verse that we started our lectures and enlightened our gathering, Prophet Yaqub ala nabina wa alayhi salam tells his son, go my sons and look for Joseph. After 30 years of him and Joseph being away from one another, 30 years, he's still hopeful. Go my sons and look for Joseph and his brother, and do not despair of Allah's mercy. Losing hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one of the great sin one can commit. I lost hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The amount of sins that I have, I don't think Allah will forgive me. That by itself is a great sin. We have minor sins and major sins. The one who loses hope in Allah's mercy, that action is a great sin by itself. We should never lose hope in Allah's mercy. Never. Do not despair of Allah's mercy. Indeed, no one despairs of Allah's mercy except the faithless lot. Those who don't have faith, or in the translation say faithless, but the word is kafirun. The one who loses hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is kafir. Only kafir loses hope in Allah's mercy. Losing hope in Allah's mercy for forgiveness is one of them. Intidhar al-faraj means no matter what situation I am in, there should be hope in me. There is a way out. It might take 30 years, 40 years before Prophet Yaqub to get to see Yusuf, but there's still hope. There's always hope. How many parents come to me? Last night I had a case. Parents come to me, Sheikh, my son, this is it, he's finished. 24, 25-year-old, completely deviated. Completely on the wrong path. I don't know what to do. I have lost hope in him. I don't think there is a way back for him. It's not within our faith to lose hope. No matter what condition we are in, there's always hope. There should be always hope within our faith. In what conditions? Financial. How many people have financial problem? There's always hope. Health problem. Sheikh, the sickness that I have, there is no cure for it. How many stories we have heard. People who have been to Mashhad al-Rida alayhi salam, or to Karbala, or to Abu al-Fadl Abbas alayhi salam, or to Ahl al-Bayt alayhi salam's shrine. All of them. Every day. Sickness that has been completely rejected by all the doctors. There is no cure for it. Go inshallah, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to save money. Go to Mashhad al-Rida alayhi salam. They have books and books of those people who came to Imam al-Rida alayhi salam's shrine. Either they were blind or they were completely paralyzed, or doctors said this is it. So within a couple of days they're gone, and they came back again. Always hope. Always. Never one should lose hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No matter how severe the condition gets. This means active awaiting for the Imam and believing that the Imam of our time, everything is in the key, and that key is in the hand of the Imam. Anytime Imam wants, he will open that door for us that we saw to be locked for years and years and years. There is relief in every aspect of our life. Financially, health, family problems. There's always hope, and we should never lose hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's the belief part of it. That we should never lose hope. That's belief. Right now it comes in action. Amanu wa amilu salihat. Why we believe in that? Because Imam says, intidhar al-faraj, waiting for the relief. It's from the best relief. It requires action from us. Unfortunately, many Muslims rely on, this is my destiny. I shouldn't pursue. I shouldn't move forward. I shouldn't go higher. This is my destiny. This is my end. This is my limit. Within every field that we are in, that's not the teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. That's not. We have never been taught by Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam to stay at one level. Always we've been encouraged to go higher and higher and higher, and to become best in our field. how many Muslims we see them, they are best in their field. Look at it in our lives. Look at our surrounding. Muslims have placed cap on themselves. I went to Ayatollah Said Murtada Shirazi in Najaf, may Allah prolong his life. I told him, Sayyidina, give me some advices. He gave me a couple of them. One of them was what we were talking about. He said, never put cap on yourself. Okay, this is where I reach. You want to become a speaker? Okay, alhamdulillah, I reach here, this is it. No, go higher. For you to go higher, what you need? You need knowledge. You need the ilm. This day and age, if you don't have the knowledge within your own field, you're left behind. Because someone else is reading, someone else is putting the effort, someone else is spending sleepless night within your own field, and they are going to go higher. Why you and I can't be that person? Why? Why within business we can have billionaires within our own community? Why not? Within every field, starting today, action plan. No matter what age you are in, no matter what level you are in, wherever we are, we can go higher. We can go higher. Always we can go higher. There's always room for improvement. I'm a mother, I need to be the best mother. I'm a father, I need to be the best father. I'm a wife, I need to be the best wife. I'm the husband, I need to be the best husband. I'm a doctor, I need to be the best doctor. I'm a lawyer, I need to be the best lawyer. I'm an engineer, I need to be best engineer. I'm an accountant, I need to be best accountant. Every field, everything we do, our Prophet and Islam and the religion and Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam taught us, whatever you do, be best at it. No, Sheikh, this is it, alhamdulillah. We just got something. We have to be content, Sheikh. Haven't you taught us to be content? Qani'. How much we confuse everything within our everything. We have to try our best to go higher and be content with what we have. At this level, alhamdulillah. This much I gained, alhamdulillah. But I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to go higher. I get higher, alhamdulillah. I'm going to be greedy in knowledge. And money, no problem to be greedy for money, for me to get more money, to serve more. I know of a person, he lives right now, may Allah prolong his life. He's in Iran, Isfahan. He has 110 charitable organizations that he funds them. 110 of them. You know, because the name of Imam Ali alayhi salam in the Huruf al-Abjad is 110. He said, Sheikh, this was my goal in life, 110. One of them, he has spent until today $25 million. Charitable organization. Why not? Allah gives him and he gives. Allah gives him and he gives. Why not? Why we shouldn't reach that place? Be greedy. Work hard. I'll get more money to serve. He has a good life and he serves also. Everybody that goes to him says, we have a charitable organization, we have this project here, this money for you. He never says no. Within your own field, be the best of it, so people will be in need of you. People will look after you. I'll give you one example from the history, and one example from our own time. History, Ali ibn Yaqteen. He is the advisor to whom? Harun al-Rashid. May Allah curse him. The one who poisoned and killed Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim alayhi salam. And he was the one who put Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim alayhi salam in prison for 14 years. Ali ibn Yaqteen has reached highest level of knowledge and intellect. Harun al-Rashid hires him as his own advisor. Can we reach that point? Of course we can. Why not? And he came to Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim alayhi salam and said, Imam, I have received this offer from Harun al-Rashid. Should I accept it or I should not accept it? Imam said, accept it, one condition. So you know your intention is there to help our Shia. Go there. Be his advisor. But the reason why you are there, don't forget that you are there to help our Shia, to relieve them from the pain that Harun al-Rashid bring for them. And a beautiful story, one day Harun al-Rashid gives him a abaya, a very, very, very expensive abaya, and some other gifts and money. He takes everything and he sends it to the Imam. He said, what do I need these for? He gives it to the Imam. There were other people within the palace of Harun. They kept telling Harun, Ali ibn Yaqtin is Shia of Musa ibn Ja'far. He's like, no, I know him. He's like, ask him, what did he do with the abaya? Before Harun comes to the Ali ibn Yaqtin, the gift that he sends to Imam took the rest of it. He gave the abaya back. He says to the person, take the abaya back to him. He will need it. When he received it, he got upset. I gave a gift to the Imam. He returned it. He thought maybe Imam didn't like the gift. Or said, and Imam wrote for him, from now onwards, you will start doing wudu according to the non-Shia madhab, not Shia. He was surprised. Harun said, I'm going to supervise him. Starting that day, he receives an order from the Imam. Starting that day, he starts doing wudu according to the non-Shia. He comes and he's supervising him from far distance. He sees, no, he does this way, non-Shia style of wudu. And he told him, Ali ibn Yaqtin, come, where is the abaya? Ali ibn Yaqtin, that moment clicked. That is the reason why Imam sent me the abaya back. He wore the abaya, said, here's this, the one that you gave me as a gift. After 4 or 5 days, Imam sent him a message. From now onward, go back to the Shia style of doing wudu. Ali ibn Yaqtin reaches a position that has been hired by the Khalifa of his time. Why can't we be reaching highest level within every field that we are in? I'll give you one example from this day, today, our own time. Muhammad Ali Clay, the famous boxer. How much attention he brought toward Islam. I'm not saying starting tomorrow everybody go become a boxer. No. Within his own field, he was number one. And everybody was talking about him. Islam. Why can't Shia be like that? Why? Because we put cap on ourselves. I'm a doctor. I have one office, one practice. Alhamdulillah. Sheikh pays the bill. Alhamdulillah. Donation. He has $100. Why not? Go higher. Get 10. I saw one of the brothers. He had a company for X thing. I told him, why don't you expand? He said, Sheikh, I don't have the cap. I don't want the headache. I'm happy. I sell 1 or 2 or 3. Pays my bill. Where did you find this within Islam? Where? Show it to me. Again, it doesn't contradict qana'ah, being content. No, I'm going to be content with whatever I have, but I'm always going to reach higher and higher and higher. I have bachelor, I go for masters. I have masters, I go for PhD. I need to be, we need people in every field. Look, he's Shia. He's number 1 in NASA, he's Shia. Number 1 in this place is Shia. Shia. What are these people? What are these people doing? Who are these people? Well, let's go read about them. They are the follower of Ali. Who is Ali? X, Y, Z. They are the follower of Rasulullah. They are the follower of Ja'far ibn Muhammad as-Sadiq. They are the follower of Musa ibn Ja'far, call them. These people have hope in life. They are not lazy. Laziness that we are suffering from. And the dua says, the dua that has been taught for you and I, that we should read, Allahumma, it's dua. It's a dua that has been read by whom? By Fatima Zahra salamullah alayha. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-kasal. Oh Allah, I seek refuge to you from laziness. Laziness. Isn't this country's teaching us? Laziness. Have nothing else to do, just sit behind the electronics and play hours and hours and hours game. Summertime is coming. Sleeping until 12, waking up a little bit here, a little bit there, doing something. Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, that I say myself, I am his follower. He has a lengthy hadith. He says, قال Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, al-mu'min, a mu'min has description. Mu'min has characteristics. He has listed many of them. I bring one of them, it relates to our topic. مشغول وقته. A believer, his time is always occupied doing something productive. A believer. We wake up, half an hour sitting here, another half an hour sitting there, another half an hour behind this, another half an hour. Sheikh, our time is occupied. Productive. When we say al-intidar, afdal a'mal ummati intidar al-faraj, the best deed, the best action of my nation is to be active, awaited one. I need to gain knowledge. I need to go higher and higher and higher within my field, no matter what. 2 days shouldn't be equal. من اعتدل يوماه فهو مغبون. The one whose both days equal, yesterday and today, it's the same thing. 9 to 5 job. He comes home, does this, watch news, eat something, this, go sleep tomorrow. 9 to 5 tomorrow. 9 to 5. What kind of routine is this? Is this what humanity? Okay, so I'm not going to say this example. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's so difficult because what I see from the community, the Shia community, where it needs to be, by the teachings of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, those people who were at the highest level of the high, and the Shia community, lowest of the low. It brings pain. Why can't we be there? Why can't we? Within our own field, why can't we have number 1 dentist, number 1 lawyer, number 1 everything to be Shia? Why can't we? Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-kasal. Allah, I seek refuge to you from kasal. I always tell parents, and ourselves, all of us, adults, young, everybody, Shaitan is waiting when we have free time. That's when he comes. When we are sitting doing nothing, just scrolling down the application, just going down and down and down and down and down and down. That's when Shaitan comes. One video goes to another video, goes to another video, goes to another video. 3 dots, the ending. Activated one. From tonight, I should always occupy myself. Knowledge, 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 knowledge. Ilm. The amount of times that Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam have talked about knowledge, I don't think they have talked that much about salah. I think this is an argument. I might be wrong. But the amount of hadith I see about knowledge, 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 knowledge. Gaining knowledge. From today, if we haven't downloaded these 4 books that we're supposed to start reading and gaining the knowledge of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, please, for your own sake, for the sake of your children, from the sake of the community, from the sake of the Imam, let us read these 4 books. At least increase our knowledge of the Imam. First, Kitab Mikyal al-Makarim. Second, Al-Ghayb al-Nu'mani. Third, Muntakhab al-Athar. Fourth, Kamal al-Din wa Tamam al-Ni'mah. So first, we read these in addition to Quran, addition to Sahif al-Sajjadiyya, addition, these 4 books. So within our religiosity, we increase, we get higher, and within our own field. I always tell the kids, whatever field you are in, read about it. You want to become a doctor? Read more about it. Because typical people, they just go to school, come back. This much we read, this is it. No, go higher, read. Try to find the latest, try to become creative. Find a field that you love to explore and find a field that you will be able to elaborate and you will be flourished. Get into the field. Sheikh, my parents want me to become a doctor. I have to become a doctor. If not, I will be cursed. May Allah bless you and your parents, both of them. My parents said, when we created you, we thought this one kid needs to be engineer. This one needs to be doctor. This one a lawyer. The 4th one, we don't know what to do with him. We'll find out about it. How many times I've heard this story? Action plan. From now onward, I have to make myself committed to deen, religion, and dunya. Dunya for hereafter, not dunya for dunya. I need to become number 1 Shia within my religion. That I bring proud to the Imam of my time. That this person, this individual, even in the United States of America, he was number 1 within religion. He practiced all of the wajibat. He avoided muharramat. Within his field, his Shia brings pride to the Shia community. Can we do that? Say, Insha'Allah. Alhamdulillah, only sisters, his brothers are a long time above us. Let's say, Insha'Allah. MashaAllah, sisters are always ahead in everything. May Allah bless them, Insha'Allah. We ask Allah, let's have a loud salawat. Let us raise our hand, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us safe within the seditions of the end of the time, fitan al-akhir al-zaman, us, our children, our community. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Ya Allahu, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahim. Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Ya Allahu, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahim. Ya muqallib al-qulub, thabbit qalbi ala dinik. Ya Allahu, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahim. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلبي على دينك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم together. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات.